In this social traffic networking video, we're looking at KNOL, which is a unit of knowledge. It's by Google, so you can imagine that information searched on Google may well start appearing if you've got information actually unloaded to KNOL. And it's KNOL, which is knol.google.com, or if you just go into Google and type in Google KNOL, it will bring you to the home page. And it says here, welcome to KNOL, or KNOL is an authoritative article about a specific topic, and here are some examples. What you want to do here is create and write a KNOL. Make sure you have everything ready before you go setting it up, and make sure it's a worthwhile actual piece of writing. Don't just put up a private label article that you've just bought in a $10 pack. Actually create something useful and develop it in regard to your own niche. If it gets onto Google, then you can start to build up a name for yourself, and you should see traffic from it, and it's a great way of establishing yourself as an authority figure in your particular niche. And as you can see here, we've got some KNOLs here. iPhone, using table views, characteristics of an entrepreneur, Paris Metro, a practical guide, how I came to value commercial build and development tools. So if you're in a particular niche market, it's a great way to start having information show up and it basically be approved by Google. Just to give you an idea here, let's go ahead. This gentleman here has got meat temperature chart and cooking guide. So if we click on the link, you can see here the thermodynamics of cooking meat, how meat cooks, and a list of the temperatures for making sure your meats are cooked safe and tasty. And here you can jump to certain parts of the article. But if you scroll through, you can see that it is very in-depth. And if you go through here, it says here, important legal disclaimer. But he's got images here, different readiness of meat and how you cook it for steaks, chops, beef, turkey, hams, eggs, etc. And then it talks about information about where that's come from. It's linking to other actual links within the article. And if you see here, the great thing about this is it links to products that this person is actually promoting within Amazon and all sorts. So it's actually got affiliate links as well as good informational links sort of dotted throughout the article, and you can read through it here. There's images as well that you can add with this, which is a great thing about the Google knowledge. It's a very in-depth article that's been written here. Temperatures that matter, more about articles, again another link here, and this actually goes to the person's website. And eventually when you've gone through and you've read it all, it says here they've got a little bio here. So it's like a typical article directory, but it's based within Google. Subscribe to Smoke Signals. It's free. The best way to keep up with my new articles, new recipes and new product reviews is to subscribe to my free email newsletter, Smoke Signals, and you'll be the first to know when my books are published. And there's a privacy promise here as well that they won't spam you. But if you click the link, it takes you directly to this person's website, which is amazingribs.com, and because of the it takes you straight to their sign up of their newsletter. So it's a good way to build links, and as you can see here, they've actually got products that you can buy from this person through their Cafe Press website as well. So it's a good way of actually getting people and traffic to your site, and obviously if it's put in within Google, you've got, as I said, a great chance of being listed for this. It tells you here the page reviews on this one article for this week, and the totals so far just on this one article, so you can think about the types of traffic you could be getting to your website through having articles on the Google Knowledge database. Actually, information on the KNOL site. It says here an overview of the KNOL project. Please help improve KNOL by asking any questions you have or by commenting on product features. And you've got information here about what you can and can't do. The KNOL site has one goal: to help you share what you know. The project is a site that hosts many KNOLs, which is units of knowledge written about various subjects. The authors of KNOLs can take credit for their writing, provide credentials, and then elicit reviews and comments. They can provide feedback, comments and related information. So the KNOL project is a platform for sharing information with multiple cues that help you evaluate quality of information. It says here, what can you write subjects on? Pretty much almost anything you like. You pick the subject and write it the way you see fit, and they don't edit KNOLs, and they don't try to enforce any particular viewpoints either. Your KNOL should be written as you want it to be written. And it says here, of course, they are subject to the terms of service and content policy, so you want to make sure you make yourself aware of their policies of what you can and can't post with, so you comply with it, otherwise you'll find you'll get banned. And it says, what if someone's already written an article on the subject? It's got here, no problem, you can still write your own article. In fact, the Knoll project is a forum for encouraging individual voices and perspective on topics. As mentioned, no one else can edit your Knoll unless you permit them to, or mandate how you write about a topic. So if you do a search on a topic, you may very well see more than one Knoll in the search results. You can collaborate with other authors, and the great thing here, it says, can I search for Knolls? Yes, you can. You can search on Google or other search engine to find Knolls like any other web pages. And what you might find is, as you start adding content, if you make sure it's good quality, you could find your results climbing up the Google search rankings. Obviously, that's not guaranteed, but the fact it's their own project, it's certainly worth considering. How do you get started? It says here the basics of writing Knolls, managing them, advanced technologies and best practices as well, things to do, things to avoid, which is a great one here. They've got publishing tips for authors, etc., and things you can and can't do. So if you read through here, it says it's an introductory article about a specific subject. There's no ideal length for a Knoll, but as a general rule, a good Knoll will be longer than a typical web page, because Knolls are meant for readers who want more detail on a subject. The tone, it says, they're not blogs, so you should avoid the informal conversational style. It's meant to be an authoritative source on a subject, which is great for you because it's a good way to be seen as an authoritative source on a particular subject. And it's got the do's and don'ts, so think about, voice your opinion, think about how to get readers involved in your topic, provide references, focus on community, bring your topic to life, follow the rules. And then don't post ads, don't write a blog. It says teasers and sales pitches may work on the back of a book when readers can preview the content, but a Knoll without real information will only frustrate your readers, and it will, of course, potentially violate their content policy. But as you saw from that most recent one I showed you about the ribs, you still can scatter information about your products and sites. Here's another one for you can have a look at, which this week it's had 47 page views. It's been viewed 5,096 times and it's got 24 comments. And it's about creating a podcast, and the contents talk about recording, editing, saving. It talks to you and recommends software like Audacity, talks about Skype, other products you can use, then goes through the whole process of actually creating it. And then right at the very end, he's got here, check out one of my podcast episodes at theaudioshocker.com. If we click the link, it takes you directly to the gentleman's website in question. So as you can see, it's a blog. The top 9 fighting games, you've got theaudioshocker.com, so you're getting traffic to their website via Google, so it's a good resource to be considering. If you want to go and sign up, you can. It's very simple. So if you want to go ahead and sign up, you create Write a Knoll. Make sure you've already got a Gmail account and click Write a Knoll. You then go ahead and sign in with your password to your Gmail account. Once it recognises you, it says, do you want to create a blank new Knoll, which is the default, or create one by copying from a template, select a template, etc. And you can learn more about templates here. I'm going to leave it blank for now and hit create a Knoll. And then it gives you put in the title, the subtitle, the summary, which will be a little bit about your account, and then you start writing. Once you finish, you can save it, you can change a format, you can change the style. You can insert images and videos if you want to as well, so you can make this a really comprehensive guide when you're sharing content for people, which is a great way of doing it and making use of the Google network. Once you've completed it, you go ahead and hit the publish, and it will publish a Knoll, and that will then appear within Knoll itself. If you want to, if you don't want to sit and write on the actual computer, you can write it in something like a PDF or a text file or a Excel spreadsheet or a Word document. Then hit the import tool, browse to your desktop, and then upload and import it as a document into the Knowledge, and then you can edit it from there. If you go into your profile, it will get any information. So if you've uploaded a picture for yourself before, perhaps into Gmail, it will pull it into here. You can change it if you want to. Your first name and last name, your nickname. You can put where you grew up, what you do, where you live, your company, school. You can write a bit about yourself, a short bio here. Just put bits and pieces of information here like interest, which would be sensible to create a link to the niche about your knowledge you're writing about. You can add links as well, so you can actually, Google's found some link on public pages about you already, so if you've got a blogger account, it may well actually pull that information here as well, and you can then add more links. So it's a great resource, and as I said, because it's Google, you could find that your knowledge articles will show up a lot more easily in the search engine results. You can also click the Photos tab and pull in from Picasso or Flickr, put in the username and ID, etc. And then you can actually have your Flickr photos displayed within this account as well. So remember to make sure that your actual novels or your articles are very in-depth and good quality, and you could find that people will then start to be finding you on the internet. For example, if I type in meat temperature chart and cooking guide straight into Google, lo and behold, the first one that comes up is noel.google, and it's the same gentleman. If I click the link, you can see it takes to this gentleman's article within Google, so already is being found. And if I click the next one down, it's a hub page account, and there's someone else on there. So by putting your content into directories such as hub pages, all the social networking sites, Dogpile, another one here, you'll find that you'll start to appear in the search engines. Using that with something like Knoll now with Google, and you could start to find the traffic coming to your site very quickly and establishing yourself as an authority on a subject. So make use of Google Knoll and sign up for an account and get yourself started submitting quality contents as soon as you can. Thanks for watching.